Are you like me, over the age of 50 and maybe you've struggled to lose weight for like ever and ever in a day? That was me up until 60 days ago. Today I'm going to share with you how I've lost over 30 pounds in the last 60 days, all on the carnivore diet, and that over the age of 55, y'all. No clickbait. Let's get into the conversation. Let's go. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jason. If we've never met before, I'm so glad that you're joining me today. You know, I'm probably no different than you. I'm just an average, everyday, middle-aged guy. In fact, I turned 56 yesterday. Like, woohoo! Happy birthday for me, right? Can I go backwards now? Can I start going backwards? Anyway, I'm a Gen Xer, and honestly, I have struggled with my weight my entire life. For as long as I can remember, I have struggled at least physically or emotionally or both with my weight. As a kid, I always thought I was that fat, chubby kid. My mom weighed over 300 pounds when I was in junior high. She lost over 150 pounds. She looks great. But I've always struggled with my weight, emotionally and physically. And physically, over the last 30 years, I've packed on an extra 150 pounds that I just can't handle anymore. So I'm actively working to make myself healthy again. Probably like a lot of you if you're watching this video now. Kudos to you if you're doing the same. Now, they all say, they being the experts, say that the older we get, the harder it is to lose weight. I don't know if that's true. I'm not a medical expert. I really don't know. But what I can tell you is the older that I've gotten, the easier it is for me to put the weight on and keep putting the weight on, especially as I have not altered the way that I've been eating. Again, that was up until the last 60 days when I finally decided enough was enough and I was going to take my health back. So I started the carnivore diet. And like I said, over the last 60 days, more specifically, the last 58 days, I've lost over 30 pounds. Today just happens to be day number 60. Well, what did I do? The first thing I did, y'all, this is bullet point number 1, is I cut out all boxed foods. Anything that came out of a box or a bag, any processed food, anything like that, completely gone, out of the house, cut it out. Just decided I didn't need it. I might have liked the way those things tasted, but they're not good for me, so I cut them out. We got rid of them. My wife has helped me with that. She's not eating any of those things either, which is a blessing to me, to be honest with you. So we've cut out like all boxed, easy to make meals like jambalaya. I used to love Zataran's jambalaya. I love the way it tastes. I was probably more addicted to the carbs and the rice than anything else, but nevertheless, I used to eat those things like that. I also cut out all regular rice, white rice, brown rice, you name it, all pastas, all potatoes of any kind, carrots, things like that. Any complex starchy food, gone out of the diet. As much as I enjoyed the way they tasted, I understood that they're not good for my body and that my body converts those things to sugar. And for me, sugar is like a demon, y'all, that's got to be excised out of my body. And so I've had to cut sugar out of my diet practically 99.9999% out of my diet, gone. Now you're probably wondering, what about the 0.00001? I'll be honest. I'm going to be brutally honest with you. Once in a blue moon, like every 2 or 3 days, I will take the most smallest piece, not even a gram worth of extremely bitter dark chocolate, like 90% cacao chocolate, about a gram worth, and I will put it on my tongue. And I let it sit there and dissolve. And that way I get the taste of chocolate that I have so missed. And by doing that, I don't run out and buy candy bars, and I don't go out and buy other kinds of sugars, and I'm not buying the ice cream or whatever. I've done that as kind of like a little bit of a dirty cheat, if you will, or a dirty pleasure, just so I can have that taste in my mouth so that I'm not going out and buying all the other sugar. Because quite honestly, I could go through a giant Hershey bar in a sitting. I used to do that multiple times a week. I'm not doing that anymore. I don't crave the ice cream anymore. I don't crave the fruit anymore. As much as I enjoyed it, I don't crave the sugar anymore. And I think maybe in part of it is because I'm putting that little micro taste on my tongue. I probably don't need it anymore, but I'm going to be honest. I've done that. Now, that's what I've cut out. I've also cut out pop, soda, whatever you call it in your part of the country. Diet Coke specifically. I was a Diet Coke addict. Pretty much Not 100%, but pretty much. Once a week when we go do our grocery shopping, we'll go out to eat. We go to Chipotle. I get a carnivore meal, and I will have a fountain soda. And that's the extent of my pop for the week. And quite honestly, I found that that's enough. I just drink a lot of water. I'll talk about that in a second. Now, you're probably wondering, what are the healthy things that I am putting in my body? Not what have I just cut out, but what am I putting into my body that's good? Meat. A ton of meat. A lot of beef. Steak. Ribeye. New York strip. Hamburger. Roasts. You name it. If it's beef, I'm probably eating it. I'm privileged where I live. I can get a quarter beef from local farmers. In fact, I got a quarter beef down in my freezer downstairs right now. I got another one coming in about a month and a half. But we still supplement. We go to Sam's Club and whatever, and we buy probably $100 worth of beef frequently because I eat a lot of beef. Eat a little bit of chicken too. Not as much chicken and not as much pork unless it's bacon. I love me some bacon. It's like food from heaven. So I eat a lot of bacon. So that's what I'm eating for meat. I also eat a lot of eggs. Probably about 3 dozen eggs a week. And again, I'm fortunate. I live in a rural part of the country. I got farmers in my congregation, and I got some egg hookups. I got some egg dealers in my congregation. And y'all, you don't want to know the price that I'm paying for my eggs because you probably kicked my butt. And so I'm keeping that a secret. But anyway, I eat a lot of eggs too. And a little bit of dairy. So once in a while, I'll have some cheese or a little bit of half and half or whole milk or whatever. Maybe like a dash in with my eggs or something like that. Not a ton of cheese. Just never been a huge cheese fan. Anyway, so that's what I'm eating. Drinking a lot of water. A ton of water. Again, I cut out the pop pretty much. I used to drink over a 2-liter bottle of Diet Coke every day. And since I've gotten rid of that for the most part, I got to drink something else. So for me, it's bottled water. Bottled water and fizzy water. And then to that, I'll add Element every single day to my water in the morning. I'm not sponsored by them. This video is not sponsored by them. I just like the taste of Element. And so I bought like a 4-month supply and it's sitting downstairs in my kitchen. And then I take one other supplement every single day to support my wife. She's got a home-based business, so I take that as well. I like the taste and it supports her. And so it's those 2 supplements plus water and fizzy water, like a lot of LaCroix or bubbly, that type of thing, because I like the fizz. And so that's what I'm consuming. Oh yeah, I think I forgot. I eat a little bit of veg. So I'm not a pure carnivore. I'm more like a dirty carnivore, like a ketovore is more like what I am. And when I'm saying a little bit of veg, I'm talking just like a little bit. Like a few radishes every now and then and a little bit of celery. I know you might be making a face. A lot of you hate celery. I like the crunch. I love the crunch of celery. I love the crunch of radishes, and I love the way a radish tastes. And I take those things and I dip them, like dunk them, in my wife's homemade keto ranch dressing. Oh, it is so good. If you want the recipe, type ranch down below in the description in the comment section, and I'll be glad to send you that link. It's to die for, and it's healthy, and it's keto. Anyway, you liking the video, by the way? If you are, please give it a thumbs up. Let YouTube pass it along to somebody else so they can watch the video too. Anyway, that's pretty much what I'm consuming and what I've cut out and what I'm consuming. You might be wondering, what about exercise? Nope, not yet. It's in the works. I'm planning on it. I live in Minnesota, y'all. It's a little cold here. We had a micro blizzard the other day and it's going to warm up again. But when the weather gets nicer, I'm planning on going for walks again, because now that I'm healthy enough with not getting winded enough, I'll be able to go for walks and be able to make a walk and not feel like I'm going to die along the way. So I'm looking forward to going for some walks, but I don't have a gym around me. Again, I live in the middle of nowhere. I live in a town of 350, y'all. There's no Planet Fitness or anything like that nearby me. The closest is an hour away. So there's no gym or anything like that. So if I want to lift weights, I'm going to have to buy a dumbbell set, but I can certainly go for a walk, and that's in the plan. But that's all I'm doing, y'all. I'm eating the food, I'm drinking a lot of water, and I'm eating what's healthy, and I've cut out all the sugar and all the stuff that's bad for me. That's all I've really done. And because of that, the scale's been favorable. In addition to that, my clothes are getting bigger. I feel myself shrinking. I can feel my Muscles pull and literally right here in my jaw. I'm sleeping better. I've got better energy. It's just the benefits, they so much outweigh any of the negative. And what's the negative? There isn't much. You get to eat a lot of food on the carnivore diet. And if you love meat, it's a win-win-win. And I love meat. Does it get a little boring after a while? Yeah. Got to find ways to mix it up. But it's well worth it. Oh my gosh, is it so worth it? I'm feeling so good. I can't wait to lose more weight. I can't wait to be healthier. I can't wait to be able to go on a long hike. I can't wait till I get to buy a brand new suit because mine is getting too big. Like literally too big. At a funeral on Monday, I went to put on my trousers and they literally fell down. And so I had to put on a pair of suspenders to keep them up. That's a good problem to have, isn't it? Anyway, that's what I'm doing. That's what I got going on. How about you? What's working for you? Tell me about your successes and tell me about your struggles as well. Drop me a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. And again, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and so YouTube will pass it along to other people. That's it for today, my friends. 30 pounds, last 60 days. I can't wait to give you like a 90-day or 120-day update so you can find out what's going on. Until I get to talk with you again, I post a few videos every single week. Come back for more. Let me bless you. I pray that God blesses you and keeps you and makes his face shine upon you. I pray that God's favor is raining down from heaven and flooding you from head to toe. And I pray more importantly that you've got peace in your heart. Take that peace and hold on to it. Until I get to see you again, know that he loves you and that I love you. And I'm rooting for you. I'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye.